Hi guys. Sabrina is back. Welcome to my TikTok, and sorry if I disappeared for a long time, but now I'm back, and I will change the direction of this TikTok page for a while. I've been thinking about what content I want to make, and I decided to make content catering to K-pop, specifically Dreamcatcher, and I will be doing album reviews on albums I like. I might be inconsistent, I might be consistent, who knows. Just know I'm coming back to post, and today's review will be on the album. First album we're going to be reviewing is, I'm thinking about one, and let's just talk about the Virtuous album by Dreamcatcher. So let's review it, shall we? So the first track on this album is the intro. I really personally didn't care about it. Sounds pretty, but it's really not my thing. So I'll give it a 5 out of 10, per se. Now let's get to the rest of the album. And the first thing we're going to talk about is the title track, Justice. I have so many thoughts. Justice is a very mid song, and let me tell you why. Because at first it builds up to something great and big, and the verse has this atmosphere that pulls you in, just locks you in, and once you're locked in, you can't get out. It's that type of freaking verse that just makes you want to listen to the song more. And then the pre-chorus builds up to something very grand, very big. And yeah, the pre-chorus is pretty great. I would say verse, pre-chorus, really good at building up to what the song should have been. I said should have been because the chorus hits you with the underwhelming chorus. Not even just an underwhelming chorus, but underwhelming melody. Because all they say is justice, we will fight, the entire chorus. And that's weird. And that's so unlike Dreamcatcher. So, yeah, that threw me off. And when we get to the second verse, it's really not that long. All Dammy was doing is rapping. Cool. I like Dammy's little melodic rap. But it should have been longer to let it, marinate a little bit more with the other members jumping in. But they didn't jump in. So, it's just there, in my opinion. It's just, Dammy's verse is just there to fill up some runtime. And then, of course, it gets the pre-chorus. The members who sung the second pre-chorus fit, like always, talented members. But I was disappointed when they just sing the entire chorus with Just We Will Fight again. No cap, 3 times. The entire chorus of all 3 of them has no post-chorus, and it's just say Just We Will Fight as the chorus, which is weak and is weakening the song of, I'm just gonna say it's weakening the song, and it's just not good. I will rate Justice a 5 out of 10. When it came out, I loved it, but it's just so much potential to be there for the post-chorus, but the chorus is just as we will fight. A post-chorus would have helped a lot. But yeah, very disappointing. Stomp, a very amazing song. I rate that 8 out of 10. And the reason why I give Stomp a high score, like an 8 out of 10, is because not only does a lot of better job of showing off the vocals of the girls, it also has a very interesting instrumental, interesting deliveries, and the atmosphere. I keep saying the atmosphere, but the aura of the song just pulls you in. It has a darker atmosphere, and it just has this battlefield type of sound to it that makes you want to fight for justice. Justice should have been like Stomp, but it's not, because Justice fails to deliver on what it set out to be. A song about empowerment, a song about fighting for what's right. And Stomp did things that Justice couldn't do, and for a song slightly shorter. So yeah, I would say I'll give Stomp an 8 out of 10. Amazing song. I don't want to talk too much about Two Rings, but Two Rings is good, but it reminds me of another song that's 1,000 times better. It's literally a Nova Twins ripoff. I'm sorry, but Two Rings sounds not exactly, but sounds very heavily inspired by the Nova Twins with their song Cleopatra. It literally sounds like that, but watered down. But it's good though. I like Two Rings. It's just I'd rather listen to the Nova Twins at that point. Anyways, last track, Fireflies. It's a standard Dreamcatcher ballad. No need to explain. It's pretty vocals, pretty instrumental, but however, it's not my favorite song in this album, and a lot of the ballads really aren't my favorite things on their album, so I would say it's a 5. It's fine, but I wouldn't listen to it that much. I only listened to it twice in my entire life, and I'm not gonna listen to it again after this. So yeah. So for the whole album in general, for the Virtuous album, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Yeah, a 6 out of 10. I forgot to rate Two Rings. Two Rings is like a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, so all the songs on this album overall leads up to being a 6 out of 10. Decent album, but could have been better. And yeah, that's the review of Dreamcatcher's Virtuous. I hope you like this review.